Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unboxed. Today, how do I deal with my husband's menopause? Oh, this is going to be a good one. Stay tuned as we unbox today's question. I'm Dr. Robert Davis, family life educator and relationship coach, and welcome to Unboxed, a frank and straightforward conversation about relationships. We're going to talk about family, church, workplace, and all other types of relationships. Join me for the next few moments as we unbox the power and potential of relationships and help you to live your best life. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Unboxed. I'm your host, Dr. Robert Davis. Here we unbox the power and the potential of all relationships, whether it's church relationships, family relationships, workplace relationships, you name it. Our objective is to help you to live your life to its full potential and to unbox the potential of every relationship. Wow, I said potential an awful lot today. I got to redo my intro so that I don't overuse the word potential. Want you to do me a favor. Would you please like, subscribe, and share? And then also visit our website, or you can look in the description if you would like to support what we're doing at Unboxed and the services and the things that we're doing in our community. So please check us out, see what we're doing. Also got another website I want you to check out. It's called denvertaskforce.org. And you can learn about how Unboxed is bringing the community together to develop new policies and programs to restore public safety to the hands of the community and to minimize police and citizen interaction. It's phenomenal, the things that we're doing here in Denver, and I want you to check it out and to be a part of it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Today, our question comes to us from Stephanie in Maryland, and she asked, how do I tell my husband of 23 years that he is going through the male version of menopause? He gets really irritable and feels that I'm neglecting him. I think it is MANopause. All right. I've never heard of MANopause, and I've been around for a couple of days. Never heard of MANopause, but we're going to dig right into this one. Now, I want to make sure we know this. I didn't say that certain behaviors are associated with menopause. This is a female who wrote this in. So I don't want people in the coming into the comment section saying, hey, you made a disparaging comment about women. I didn't say it. I'm just reading what's on the paper that was sent in to me. Okay. That's my cop out, if you will. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. Today, I want to focus on how you are showing up and how you're functioning with your husband. And we're not going to be able to get through all of this question today, but we're going to get through part of it today, and then we'll pick up the other part next time. So how do I deal with my husband that is that's going through menopause? So let me ask you a few. This is what I want you to do. I'm not going to give you any advice on what you should do other than to be the best you can possibly be. The second thing I'm going to share with you is to think about what you're doing and how it is impacting the relationship. I want you to put the focus on yourself. Besides those two things, what I want to do is I want us to begin thinking through some things together. And so today I want you to focus on how you're showing up and how you're functioning with your husband. How does your husband's attitude and mood changes make you feel? This is one of the big things I want you to think about. How does your husband's attitude and mood changes make you feel? You should see that on your screen right now. How does it make you feel? That's the first thing I want you to begin thinking about, to put yourself in the mindset. So when your husband is going through this, because the more that we can identify how we're feeling in a particular situation, then the more intentional we can be at making sure that we don't react to those feelings in a negative way. So I want you to think, when your husband is feeling needy and irritable and things like that, how does it make you feel? How does it make you feel? And I want you to use feeling words. Sometimes we say, I felt like wringing his neck. I get that, but that's not a feeling word. A feeling word is when he does this, I feel angry, or when he does this, I feel abandoned, or when he does this, I feel frustrated. Those are feeling words. And matter of fact, if you just Google feeling words, then there's like 8 billion websites out there that would just list all of the list a whole bunch of feeling words, and kind of go through it and identify the feelings that you have or feeling that you have when your husband is going through these attitude shifts, when he's becoming needy. I want you to think about that. And then I want you to also think about what type of person do you want to be in relationships in general, but especially in the relationship with your husband. That's a question you need to ask yourself. What type of person do you want to be? And the reason that we ask this question is because we want to begin with the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. So in other words, this may not be how I'm showing up. This may not be how I'm functioning, but this is how I want to show up. This is how I want to function. So I want you to begin thinking about who you want to be in every relationship, just in general, but more specifically, especially in relationship with your husband. What kind of wife do you want to be? What kind of atmosphere do you want to set in the home? Because remember, you have just as much control over the atmosphere as the other person does. So you are just as much a thermostat as you are a thermometer. And I want to pause here for a second, because a lot of us, we see ourselves as thermometers. In other words, we see ourselves as always taking on other people's feelings and kind of gauging, what's going on and how it's making us feel and all that stuff. It's kind of like we're like thermometers that can kind of capture the temperature, but we don't think about ourselves as thermostats that actually regulate the temperature. You have the power to be a thermostat to regulate the temperature, to regulate the mood, to regulate the atmosphere in this relationship. So again, what type of relationship, what type of person rather do you want to be in all relationships, but more specifically in this relationship? Begin with the end in mind. And then I have one more question that I really kind of want you to think through is, what pressing and immediate changes are you going to need to make to reach that relationship objective? And something is popping in your mind right now as I asked that question. Something just popped in right there. So you said who you want to be in relationships, and especially in your marriage relationship. And then the next question was, what pressing or immediate changes, maybe just one thing, immediate change or changes do you need to make in order to reach that relationship objective? And I believe that one should be up on the screen right now, Bobby, that last one. All right. So that something should have popped up in your mind immediately. And I want you to think about what that is. I had to talk to my tech guy. I didn't see it there, but he's miles ahead of me. So he's already got my stuff up and ready to go. All right. So as you begin to think about these things, again, as you begin to think, I want you to remember that you are just as much a thermostat as you are a thermometer. And I want you to begin to examine your mood, your feelings, how you're showing up in a relationship. When we come back next time, we're going to talk a little bit about process and how you can think through the process here, especially in these top tense and difficult relationship dynamics. I know that this is challenging. Right now, I'm hitting my midlife, and so I can imagine my wife is checking to see if the return warranty is still in effect, so she can send me back. I hate to tell her that the warranty wore off a few years ago, so she's kind of stuck with me. But I want you to be able, even when you want to return to sender, even when you want a rebate, a refund, I want you to begin to think about who you want to be and how you can be that person. And then we're going to talk next time about something very dynamic, which is how does the process, focusing on process and how that helps us to become a better person. So I just gave you 3 questions that you can begin to work through. I'm going to see you again on Thursday. Tomorrow on Wednesday, we have our virtual book club. We're going to be continuing through the book, Season with Grace, God's Recipe for a Healthy Family Communication. I look forward to seeing you. In the meantime, make sure you like, subscribe, share, check us out, and support UnBoxed and the things that we're doing in our community. And I'll see you on tomorrow, and I'll be back here to finish this question on Thursday. Take care and have a great day.
Season with Grace Unboxed also provides healthy relationship training and leadership development for businesses, churches, and community organizations. For a free consultation to discuss your team's needs, please contact us at our website at swg-unboxed.org. That's swg-unboxed.org.